Okay, for those that really want to learn it, this is how I as in we have just been doing mathematics. I don't know. Well, if you have a cube, this is a cube. If you break it down into two, it's going to give us that ruler that is inside your math set. I know everybody will know that ruler. 45 by 45. 45 degree by 45 by 45 degree by 90. 90 degree. So let's first start with cos 45. Because cos 5 is very simple. Because if you get one, you already get this one. So now, if we are going to go by the rules, so now 1 unit of all the angles. So we have opposite. So if we are taking 45 here, let's cancel this one. If we are taking 45 here, it means the bottom part here will be what? Will be opposite. Do you understand? If we are taking 45, the bottom part will be 45. Here will be hypotenuse, and here will be adjacent. Anyone you actually pick, you can use 4 pieces over them because I think they are equal because they have the same angle. So now for 1 unit, opposite is 1. Opposite is 1. Let's put 1 here. Adjacent is 1. So let's put 1 here. So for us to get our hypotenuse, we'll say root 1, which we square, plus root 1, which is squared, which is equals to what? 2 root 2. So now we get root 2. It means that what? Our hypotenuse here is what? Root 2. So we write hypotenuse is equals to root 2. So for us to get our cos 45, cos 45 degrees, we use our SOHCAHTOA, which is sine, cos, tan. If you don't know it before, because someone like me too, I just know this SOHCAHTOA, but I don't actually know what I'm using this for. I just know it. I use it, but I don't actually know the reason why, anyways. So cos 45 now. So if you look at it, we have CAH, which is adjacent and hypotenuse. Adjacent is 1, and hypotenuse is root 2, which is 1 over root 2. But in our equation, the one I did, we need the roots to be up, so it will be root 2 all over 2. I can't be explaining that one now, but it will be root 2 all over 2. But this is cos 45, 1 over root 2. So the other part 2 is 45. You don't need to work down one. So it means any cos 45, any angle cos 45 is 1 over root 2. So what about sine? Yes, sine or sin. Anyone is sin 45 or sine 45. It's equals to what? Opposite over hypotenuse, which will give us the same thing. Opposite is 1 all over hypotenuse, which is root 2. Which in our equation, when we use it, we want our root to be up, root 2 to be up, root 2 all over 2. You see how simple it is. So what about 90? What about cos 90? 90 degrees. So let's bring our other, this one here. Let's bring it up here. So these are our 90 degrees here. These are our 90 degrees. These are our 90 degrees here. We are bringing this one. We are bringing it here. So 45 will be here, 45 will be here. So 90. This one is now the what? Opposite now, because it's facing the angle opposite. So and the opposite is what now? Is root 2. Root 2, right? Are you getting it? Root 2. So now our adjacent here now will be 1, and our hypotenuse, hypotenuse can be what? Will be what? 1, because we'll just switch the opposite to the hypotenuse. So now cos 90 will be automatic. Normal, I know that is 0. So how is it 0? It's because what? Now cos is what? Adjacent over hypotenuse. Adjacent is 1 and hypotenuse is 1, which is equals to what? 0. Before, so I don't know why they cancel. I don't know that we used to cancel it. You understand? So anyways, it's 0. So now we'll find our sin or sine 90 degrees, which is what? Sine is what? Opposite over hypotenuse. opposite opposite over hypotenuse, which is what? Root. I'm not supposed to do this one for you. The answer will give you 1, but see how you solve it to get 1. So the next one is, we have like equilateral triangle. This is an equilateral triangle which is equal. I think back in days we used to do like this, equilateral. So if we divide an equilateral triangle into 2, it gives us a right angle triangle. So I want to do it like this, so you can be able to understand it properly. I want to do it like this, and I want to do it like this. Let me see if you are saying it. Okay, so now for an equilateral triangle here, now we have angle. For us to find 35, 60 and 90, I don't need to find it. Let's find 30 and 60, because that 90 is 0 and 1. Cos 90 is 0. Sine 90 is 1, I think. So let's find 30 and 60. That was one more important. So now the smallest part will be 30 degrees. So it means here is our opposite, right? Because it's facing the angle. Then here is our adjacent, and the longest part is our hypotenuse. So now 1 unit of the opposite will be what? 1, and the hypotenuse will be what? 2. Then the adjacent, how would you find the adjacent? Is what we do: root 1 square minus 2 square, which is going to give us what? 3. How do we get the 3? 1 times 1 is 1. 2 times 2 is what? 4. 1 minus 4 will give us 3. You can say minus 3, but we cannot use minus here anyways. So now we'll now say that what? Cos 30 degrees. You still use our so ka toi. Still using our so ka toi. What do you now get? You now say that what? Adjacent hypotenuse. Adjacent. So our adjacent will be root 3 now, because we already have this root 3. So adjacent over hypotenuse, which adjacent is what? Root 3. Our hypotenuse is 2. Root 3 all over 2. Do you understand? Adjacent hypotenuse. Okay, what about sin 30? Or sin 30, anyone you call it, sin 30, which is what? Opposite over hypotenuse. Opposite over hypotenuse. Opposite is 1 and hypotenuse is 2. Please don't do mistake. I used to do mistake because I used to like writing something very fast. I will just do mistake. Look at it very well. Opposite 1, hypotenuse 2. So what about cos 60? If you want to find cos 60 and sin 60, so you cannot use one again. You come to this part and bring our what? 60 up here, because that's the 60 degrees there, because this angle is bigger than this angle. You know that your set square now in your mathematics set. You understand? So now what we'll now do is what? We'll now say that what? If here now is our opposite now, because it's facing the angle. No, before here is facing the angle. So we'll switch this one to what? Opposite, because it's facing our angle. Then adjacent, our hypotenuse will be the what? Longest part here, which will still be 2. Our opposite will be what? Square root what? 3, because root 3 is here, and here will be 1, and this one will not change to what? Adjacent. We just switch this one because the opposite has changed. The opposite has changed, but the numbers will not change. They will not change. You can look at it. 1 is here, 1 is here, 2 is here, 2 is here, 3 is here, root 3 is here, root 3 is here. But what changes is what? Is the opposite, because the angle has what? Has changed. It's simple, right? Very, very. Me self, I don't know before. I just tell you, I don't know before. So now, what we will now do is that what? Now it's really very easy. We'll now say we are looking for what? Cos 60. Cos 60 is what? Cos adjacent over hypotenuse. Adjacent over hypotenuse, which is 1 all over 2. right? Cos, that's cos. Are we correct? Adjacent over hypotenuse. Adjacent over hypotenuse. Okay. What about sine 60? Sine 60 or sin 60, anyone you call it, is what? Opposite over hypotenuse, which is opposite root 3 over hypotenuse all over 2. So this is what I use. This is what I use in this equation here that I do. In this equation here. Like look at how to get all these things here. How to get all these things. But me, I didn't know. I just cram all these things. I just know it inside my head. Look at it. Cos 60 is 1 over 2. Cos 60 is 1 over 2. Down here, sin 60. Sin 60 is root 3 all over 2. Look at it. Root 3 all over 2. Imagine me doing all these things, jumping all these steps, just writing this thing. Just writing all these things. You be thinking, how did somebody like this get all these things? Bro, mathematics sometimes it dey be like magic to me too. But if you just know it, the thing is very, very simple.